Today we begin America's long, powerful story. This journey explains how America formed long before nations, ships crossed oceans. This land already had human life. Ancient tribes lived across wide territories. They hunted, farmed, traveled, respected nature. Cultures developed, languages, traditions, beliefs, skills. These people were original Americans. Thousands of years passed quietly. Yet, life followed seasons. Rivers, animals, skies, change arrived from distant continents. Suddenly, sailors searched. Wealth, roots, glory, fame. European kings funded risky sea voyages. Ships faced storms, fear, uncertainty, danger. One journey changed history forever. An Italian sailor sailed westward. He hoped reaching Asian markets quickly instead. Unknown islands appeared ahead. He believed Asia was reached. He misunderstood land and people. His reports shocked European kingdoms. Deeply news spread excitement, greed, curiosity, rapidly. More explorers followed. Same ocean paths. Spain, France, England joined the exploration race. Flags planted. Claims announced loudly earlier. Northern sailors reached cold lands. Their settlements vanished with time. Later, voyages reshaped world maps permanently. Encounters transformed both worlds. Forever new animals, crops, tools arrived. Deadly illnesses spread uncontrollably. Sadly, native populations suffered massive losses. Trust broke. Conflict replaced cooperation. Colonization began changing landscapes, cultures. Europeans searched land, riches, power, gold, silver, dreams, fueled expansion. Southern regions attracted Spanish interest. Northern waterways drew French explorers. English eyes fixed Atlantic shores. Small settlements formed near coastlines. Survival proved extremely difficult. Initially, cold winters destroyed weak shelters. Hunger, sickness threatened daily life. Many settlers failed, survived, died. Determination pushed survivors forward. First permanent English settlement appeared. It stood within Virginia territory. Farming, tobacco supported colonies' survival. Help sometimes came from natives. Conflicts also erupted over territory. More families crossed oceans seeking opportunity, faith, freedom. Land-motivated migration. Religious groups fled persecution overseas. One famous voyage changed colonial history. A small ship carried hopeful passengers. They landed facing harsh, unfamiliar climate. Native neighbors taught survival techniques, shared knowledge, saved many lives. A harvest celebration followed cooperation. This moment became symbolic tradition. More settlements followed northern coastline. Communities developed. Churches, schools, markets. Colonists governed daily, local matters. Distance weakened royal authority. Gradually, new identities slowly emerged. Uniquely, colonies differed by geography, resources. Northern areas focused trade, fishing. Towns emphasized education, cooperation, religion. Middle colonies produced grain. Heavily diverse cultures, mixed languages, beliefs. Southern lands developed large plantations. Cash crops dominated regional economy. Labor needs increased rapidly. There, enslaved Africans forced into labor. This injustice scarred American beginnings. Families separated. Lives control. Cruelly resistance. Hope survived. Despite oppression, colonial life demanded constant effort. Families built homes, cleared land. Children worked beside parents daily. Education remained limited for many. Reading, writing privileges stayed rare. Still, opportunity attracted European migrants. Colonists wanted self-determination, autonomy. Britain continued, controlling colonial decisions. Laws, taxes imposed without consent. Colonists lacked political representation. Entirely frustration. Anger spread steadily. Protests, meetings, organized resistance, voices. Demands for fairness grew louder. Taxes became symbol of oppression. Slowed and united colonies together. British troops enforced strict policies. Incidents increased tension, mistrust, fear. One port city became symbol. Merchants. Workers joined protests. Open LET tax angered many colonists. A bold protest was planned. Nighttime silence covered harbor waters. Protesters, disguised, boarded cargo ships. Tea chests dumped into sea. Water filled with floating leaves. Britain reacted with severe punishment. Ports closed, rights restricted. Harshly, colonists felt freedoms under attack. Leaders gathered across colonies urgently. Discussions shaped united resistance plans. Unity replaced earlier regional divisions. Information traveled through letters, messengers. Militias trained, preparing for conflict. War seemed increasingly unavoidable now. First shots signaled major change. Ordinary citizens faced powerful empire. Courage replaced fear among many. Strong leadership guided resistance efforts, a respected commander led army training, discipline built fighting force. Battles tested resolve, determination, courage, losses hardened revolutionary spirit, hope kept independence, dream alive. Thinkers discussed liberty, natural rights, ideas spread through speeches, pamphlets, people debated, freedom, equality, justice, colonies, imagined independent future nation. Representatives met, discussing separation risks. Decision required, courage, sacrifice, unity, consequences were extremely dangerous. Still, freedom outweighed fear. Declaration writing required bold language rights, described as universal truths. Government power tied people's consent. Statement challenged. Strongest empire, publicly independence, declared summer 1776. Public reaction, mixed joy, fear. War intensified across multiple regions. Britain sent trained forces aggressively. Colonists relied strategy, persistence, alliances. Foreign support strengthened revolution. Chances, years of hardship, tested civilians. Supplies scarce, morale often low, unity became greatest weapon. Final confrontations shifted momentum dramatically. Enemies' surrender changed history. Coarse peace talks followed ending conflict. Britain recognized new nation. Officially celebration followed mourning sacrifices, losses. 13 colonies formed United States. Victory introduced new responsibilities, challenges. Governing required cooperation, compromise, wisdom. Leaders drafted new governing system. Power divided, preventing tyranny. Fears, states debated ratification. Carefully amendments promised individual protections, rights. Agreement finally unified. Young nation. First elections set national precedent. Leader chosen earned public trust. Peaceful power transfer established tradition. Nation faced uncertain, hopeful future. Ideals promised liberty, opportunity, equality. Reality failed many groups. Women lacked political participation rights. Native peoples lost ancestral lands. Enslavement contradicted founding principles. Future struggles would test ideals. Expansion, ambition, conflict awaited ahead. Western lands tempted adventurous families' dreams collided with harsh realities. Progress required reflection, courage, reform. America's story remained unfinished, evolving. Early lessons shaped national identity. Courage, cooperation built strong foundation. Mistakes warned future generations clearly. Hope survived despite deep contradictions. This chapter closes early. Era next part explores national expansion. Growth brings opportunity, conflict, moral tests. Nation moves forward, carrying contradictions. History prepares stage for division. Transformation approaches, shaping future destiny. The young nation now faced expansion. Independence brought hope and uncertainty. 13 states hugged eastern coastline. Vast lands stretched westward. Unknown Americans dreamed of moving west. Land meant opportunity, freedom, prosperity. Government encouraged settlement, expansion, growth. Farmers, traders, families packed belongings. Wagons rolled across rough trails. Rivers, plains, mountains tested travelers. New states slowly joined union. Expansion strengthened economy. Population power won. Deal changed. National size dramatically. A massive land purchase occurred. Territory doubled without war conflict. Farmland resources, opportunities increased instantly. Exploration became national priority. Quickly to explorers mapped western lands. Native guides helped dangerous journeys. Maps, rivers, paths, documented carefully. Reports inspired thousands to migrate. The idea of destiny spread widely. Many believed expansion was rightful fate. This belief justified rapid westward movement. Families crossed dangerous, unsettled territories. Whether hunger, disease threatened survival, some succeeded, others failed tragically. Towns, railways, farms appeared gradually. New states requested union membership. Balance between regions became concern. Slavery issue divided nation. Deeply southern economy depended on plantations. Cotton, tobacco fueled southern wealth. Enslaved labor sustained plantation system. Northern states industrialized rapidly instead. Factories, railroads, cities expanded northward to regions developed different values. This agreement grew over slavery. Expansion should. New states allow slavery. Political compromises delayed major conflict. Tensions simmered beneath surface. Nationally, abolitionist voices grew louder. Nationwide, some demanded immediate slavery, and others defended system fiercely. Escaped slaves sought northern freedom. Secret networks helped their escape. Courageous individuals guided dangerous journeys. Former slaves spoke against injustice. Books, speeches exposed slavery, cruelty, public opinion slowly began shifting. Southern leaders felt threatened. Politically, Northern leaders argued. Moral responsibility. Elections reflected growing national divide. Laws attempted, maintaining fragile balance. Each compromise weakened unity. Further courts ruled on slavery. Disputes, decisions, angered one side always. Violence erupted in contested territories. Neighbor fought neighbor over ideology. Trust between regions collapsed steadily. Political debates turned increasingly hostile. Newspapers spread fear, propaganda, hatred. Nation felt like two countries. A critical election intensified conflict. Southern states feared losing power. Secession became serious discussion topic. Some states chose leaving Union. They formed separate government structure. This decision shocked Northern citizens. National unity stood at risk. Military conflict now seemed unavoidable. Forts became symbols of authority. First shots ignited full war. Brothers fought brothers across battlefields. War tested national survival deeply. North possessed industry population advantage. South relied on experienced generals. Early battles proved extremely brutal. Casualties shocked entire nation. Families mourned. Sons, fathers, husbands. Economists strained under war demands. Factories shifted to wartime production. Women filled roles left behind. Home fronts supported soldiers tirelessly. Leadership proved crucial during conflict. President focused, preserving Union foremost. He believed nation must remain whole. Slavery became central. War issue moral purpose, strengthened Northern resolve. A bold proclamation changed war meaning. Enslaved people gained promise, freedom. War became fight for liberty. International support shifted toward North. Soldiers fought with renewed determination. Battles raged across multiple states. Towns burned, fields destroyed ruthlessly. Civilians suffered alongside armies. War exhaustion spread everywhere. Still neither side surrendered easily. Strategic victories shifted momentum gradually. Control of rivers weakened opposition. Final campaigns targeted enemy. Heartland, Southern resources depleted steadily. Desertions, hunger, morale loss increased. Final surrender ended brutal conflict. Nation mourned. Unimaginable human loss. Victory brought relief, sorrow, reflection. Slavery officially ended nationwide. Freedom declared by constitutional amendment. Former slaves faced uncertain futures. Nation entered Reconstruction period cautiously. Southern states required rebuilding governance. Federal authority increased temporarily. New rights granted to freedmen. Citizenship, voting protections established. Legally schools, institutions built for education. African Americans briefly gained political power. Progress inspired. Hope, optimism, resistance emerged against these changes. Violent groups terrorized communities. Openly laws restricted. Freedoms unfairly. Segregation became enforced socially, legally. Reconstruction promises slowly eroded away. Troops withdrew. Southern protections faded. Inequality returned under new systems. Many freed families struggled economically. Sharecropping trapped workers in debt. Migration northward increased, seeking opportunity. Cities absorbed new labor forces. Industry continued expanding rapidly. Railroads connected coasts, regions, markets. Technology transformed daily life. Gradually, machines replaced traditional manual labor. Factories demanded long, dangerous hours. Workers organized, demanding fair treatment. Labor movements challenged powerful owners. Strikes, protests spread across industries. Governments slowly responded with regulations. Immigration surged, fueling urban growth. New cultures, languages enriched society. Discrimination met newcomers harshly. Still, dreams of success persisted. Innovation accelerated national economic strength. Wealth inequality widened sharply. Reformers pushed for social change. Safety laws followed. Tragic accidents. Education expanded slowly. Nationwide, nation transformed into industrial power. Global influence began increasing steadily. Military strength modernized alongside economy. Foreign interests drew national attention. America stepped onto world stage, yet internal wounds remained unresolved. Race equality, justice remained unfinished. Political debates reflected unresolved tensions. Change came through persistence. Activism. New century approached with challenges. America stood powerful, yet divided. Progress carried heavy historical burdens. Lessons from conflict-shaped policies, democracy tested through hardship, survival, nation learned, unity required effort, growth demanded, moral responsibility, future struggles loomed on horizon, new wars, new challenges, awaited society continued evolving rapidly. Technology, culture reshaped identities, American influence reached beyond borders, story moved toward modern era. 20th century promised transformation, upheaval. Hope coexisted with uncertainty, fear. Citizens debated nation's direction. Power required wise leadership, balance, history prepared. Next defining chapter. World events soon demanded involvement. America could not remain isolated. Global responsibilities grew unavoidable. Decisions ahead would shape world nation, approached modern age cautiously. The 20th century arrived forcefully. America faced global responsibilities. Ahead, industrial strength supported international involvement. Overseas conflicts demanded national decisions. World tensions rose dramatically. Worldwide European war erupted unexpectedly. America initially stayed neutral. Trade and security were threatened. Eventually, involvement became unavoidable. Soldiers crossed oceans bravely. War demanded national unity. Factories shifted to weapons production. Women entered industrial workforce. Victory reshaped global power balance. America emerged extremely influential. Peace brought new international roles. Economic growth accelerated rapidly afterward. Consumer culture expanded nationwide. Cities grew modern and vibrant. Technology improved everyday living. Another global conflict followed soon. Dictators threatened world stability. Surprise attacks shocked American people. Nation united against aggression. Military mobilization occurred immediately. Citizens supported war efforts. Allied forces coordinated strategies. Worldwide battles determined global future. War ended with lasting consequences. America stood militarily unmatched. New rivalry shaped foreign policy. Ideological conflict replaced direct warfare. Nuclear fears influenced diplomacy, decisions. Space exploration became national competition. Scientific innovation advanced rapidly. Technology symbolized national pride. Domestic life changed socially. Suburbs expanded across landscapes. Education opportunities increased dramatically. Economic prosperity defined middle-class. Inequality still affected many citizens. Civil rights demands intensified nationally. Peaceful protests challenged unjust laws. Courts ruled against segregation policies. Activists organized nationwide movements. Historic speeches inspired collective action. Laws protected voting equality. Discrimination faced legal consequences. Progress remained slow. Uneven society debated cultural identity. Music, art reflected generational change. Youth questioned traditional authority. Foreign wars caused public division. Trust in leadership weakened. Media influenced public opinion strongly. Political scandals shocked citizens. Reforms followed public pressure. Economy experienced cycles repeatedly. Technology transformed communication rapidly. Computers entered everyday workplaces. Innovation fueled economic leadership. Global trade expanded massively. American companies dominated markets. Cultural influence spread worldwide. Films, music shaped perceptions. Immigration reshaped national demographics. Diversity strengthened cultural fabric. Challenges accompanied social change. Economic gaps widened. Nationally, healthcare costs burdened families. Environmental concerns gained urgency. Clean energy solutions developed. Climate debates shaped policies. Terrorism introduced new threats. Security became national priority. Foreign interventions sparked controversy. Public opinion remained divided. Patriotism coexisted with criticism. Technology advanced at speed. Internet connected global communities. Information spread instantly, everywhere. Social media changed communication norms. Politics entered digital era. Elections reflected societal divisions. Dialogue often turned hostile. Democratic institutions faced pressure. Courts remained crucial. Arbiters, Constitution guided national debates. Freedom of speech persisted. Protests remained protected. Rights. Young generations demanded reforms. Education focused. Innovation, creativity, entrepreneurship flourished. Nationwide startups transformed economic landscapes. Space exploration regained attention. Private companies entered. Space scientific leadership remained strong. Medicine advanced, saving lives. Global pandemics tested resilience. Communities adapted through cooperation. Government responses faced scrutiny. Trust required. Transparent leadership. Society re-evaluated priorities collectively. Work culture evolved significantly. Remote employment became normal. Cities adapted infrastructure needs. Transportation technology progressed steadily. Artificial intelligence entered. Industries' ethics debates followed innovation. Education adapted. Digital learning, global competition intensified economically. Alliances remained strategically important. Diplomacy balanced strength, cooperation. Military modernization continued carefully. Defense spending sparked debate. Veterans required long-term support. Social programs faced funding questions. Tax policies divided opinions. Media landscapes fragmented audiences. Truth, misinformation battled online. Journalism adapted investigative approaches. Courts defended press freedoms. Citizens demanded accountability. Constantly leadership required. Moral clarity. National identity evolved continuously. History informed future decisions. Past injustices acknowledged openly. Education taught inclusive narratives. Cultural conversations remained ongoing. Democracy demanded active participation. Voting remained fundamental civic duty. Young voters increased engagement. Technology improved election security. Debate shaped policy outcomes. Compromise remained democratic necessity. America balanced power, responsibility. Global leadership required cooperation. Human rights guided diplomacy. Aid supported struggling nations. Science addressed global challenges. Climate solutions required collaboration. Innovation promised hopeful futures. Diversity fueled creative strength. Immigration enriched national character. Opportunity attracted dreamers. Worldwide, American dream continued. Evolving. Hard work remained valued. Success paths varied widely. Equality remained ongoing. Pursuits justice required. Persistent effort. Freedom demanded. Constant protection. Institutions required. Public trust. Citizens shaped national direction. Voices mattered within democracy. Challenges tested collective resolve. Unity strengthened national resilience. Disagreement coexisted with patriotism. Progress followed struggle. Persistence. America learned from failures. Growth demanded ethical leadership. Future remained unwritten. Open. New generations shaped destiny. Technology, culture, values intertwined. Global role continued expanding. Responsibility matched increasing influence. Hope inspired national ambition. History reminded lessons constantly. Democracy required informed citizens. Participation ensured lasting freedom. Story approached present moment. Journey reflected resilience, courage. America remained imperfect. Evolving dreams continued driving progress. Challenges awaited future generations. History empowered informed choices. Nation moved forward together. Strength came from diversity. Unity shaped shared future. Stories continue beyond history. Subscribe to Hidden Tale Stories.